Detective Comics 1005, Peter J. Tomasi writing, Brad Walker on the art. This issue follows the last god awful issue, which was the flashback and the origin of Arkham Knight, Astrid Arkham.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a terrible issue.
That was a terrible issue. So the hope was this issue would be better. Me and Connor read this. Well, I think you did. Did you?
I did.
Yeah. Okay.
I got through it.
It was the last thing I read. I'll make that very clear.
I'll be honest. I was running late because I got home from work and I had to read my books, and I was like, okay, well, I'm already running late. I could just skip this; it'd be justified, but I suffered through it.
It's actually the last issue in the arc. It does leave things open for where things are going to go with some of these characters, but which is probably the first thing I'd say is that the entire issue is essentially just the fight scene. It's this Batman and Robin getting to Arkham Knight while she's trying to trigger her plan. She's got some of the rogues kind of try to delay them while she gets her solar bomb thing active. Sun thing, yeah. Which, when she lights it, actually blinds everyone in Gotham. Batman and Robin have got protection in their eyes, at least for a bit. Batman gets damaged and he ends up blind for a little bit. It's not permanent, that they obviously are all going to recover.
Well, that's assumed.
It's assumed, yeah. But the idea being that depending on how long it stays on, once it's active, is that it could become permanent blindness for everyone in the city. So that's kind of the stakes that they throw in there.
Blind as a bat.
That joke is made at the end, yes.
Yeah. Of course it is.
Yes. This was fine. It wasn't.
It was better than last issue. There's
yeah,
no arguing with that.
Like, for me, it felt kind of rushed. It felt kind of weird that I didn't expect this to be the last issue of the arc. Like, I was shocked when Arkham Knight gets knocked out and Batman's just got her over his shoulders. Like, oh, that's us dealt with.
Yeah, you know what's funny is I got to the end. I went, wait, was that the end? And I'm flicking through it now just to glance at it, and I'm at the title page, which is like the second page of the book, and it does say conclusion, and I was like, I mean, I guess they will, but it feels like the issue before the end. It feels like, okay, here's all the action fight scenes, here's all that, and then we'll deal with the actual problem in the last issue, and then it's like, here's half a page.
Yeah, it felt like that to me, and it felt like because obviously, like, she escapes from like the armored car at the end. There's like one of the drivers is like on her side, so she gets out. And okay, that's fine. And it says next the Spectre. So I don't think what we're doing next issue is getting to do with Arkham Knight, but it feels like she got taken out too easy. I don't know. It felt a bit too rushed for me.
Yeah. I mean, all the fight stuff looks good in this issue. It's hard to complain. That side of things. It's all fine.
I like Brad Walker's Batman. I love how it's got the big white eyes like the animated series. It looks kind of harkening back to that. I like that about it. That was kind of cool. It just felt a little bit rushed, and it felt like the issue didn't really have a whole lot going on outside of lots of fighting until we saved the day, essentially. Which I guess that sums up a lot of comic book issues, but it felt noticeable here though.
Yeah, well, that's the difference. I think is a lot of comics manage to balance, at least modern comics manage to balance the timing of this a lot better. It's not just okay, here's a page at the end to wrap it up. It's no. We have usually at least half an issue kind of dealing with the fallout, or dealing with the consequence of the ending, or actually ending it rather than just okay, there's a punch, we're done now, and then it is literally like one page and then the epilogue after that.
Yeah.
Batman drops another boy.
That's right. He calls Damian boy again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy.
Yeah, lead the way, boy. I'm like, okay.
I really need to start that game.
Tomasi played some God of War recently.
I think he did. I think Tomasi was playing God of War, and he's adopted someone. He's like, yeah, this is kind of like Batman and Robin. I'm just going to throw some of this dialogue in.
Pretty much.
It's the definition of just okay. Is kind of what it comes down to.
Yeah, this would have been a disappointing end to an arc. After the last issue, I'm relieved it's over.
Yeah. I feel the last issue was definitely the worst one, and it kind of ruined Arkham Knight as a character because it marred her introduction in this ridiculous. She was birthed surrounded by Batman villains. The Joker delivered her.
The problem is everything with her in present day has actually been fine at worst.
Oh yeah, no, we actively really liked the first couple of issues of this arc, which seems to be a trend with Tomasi, unfortunately. So I'll probably read the next issue, but I will say it's kind of teetering, and if there is too many books next week too, or whatever, then it'll probably be the thing that gets cut. And it's a shame because it's Detective Comics. I don't want to not be reading Detective Comics, but
pretty much, because that's the thing. If I get to, I mean, is this still bi-monthly?
Yeah, this is still every 2 weeks, yeah.
For now.
So if we get to 2 weeks' time and I've got quite a lot of books and I'm rushing again, rather than, because I delayed the start of the show by about 10-15 minutes because I thought, I'll squeeze in this one. It's the end of the, I thought it might be the end. I don't know. I'll get it done. If I'm at that point again next issue, I'll just forget it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm teetering. It's a shame. What do you give it, Carter?
It's like a 4, maybe a 4.5.
Yeah, I'd give it a 5. I'll give it straight down the middle. It's fine. I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's that good. It's just kind of functional.